Ladies and gentlemen, coin hunters, treasure seekers, and history lovers. Welcome back to Rare U.S. Coin Secrets, the one and only channel where truth meets treasure, where every single video pulls you closer to unimaginable wealth hidden in the smallest pockets of American history. Today we are diving deep into the world of Mercury dimes. These tiny silver masterpieces, minted nearly a century ago, hold secrets beyond imagination. Some are so rare, so powerful in value, that discovering one is nothing short of unearthing a hidden fortune. What if I told you, inside your grandfather's old coin jar, or tucked away in a forgotten drawer, could be a single Mercury dime worth more than the price of gold, more than a bag of diamonds, and possibly more than your entire lifetime savings? Would you believe me? Stay with me because in this video, I am revealing 6 of the most ultra-rare Mercury dimes that have taken today's auction market by storm. These are not just coins, my friends. These are treasures, time machines, and power pieces of American history that can turn ordinary collectors into legends overnight. Let's begin this incredible journey with coin number 1. Coin number 1, picture this. The year is 1939. The world is on the brink of World War II. America is cautiously standing in the shadows of history, and in the middle of this uncertainty, the United States Mint produces one of its most beautiful coin designs ever created, the Mercury dime. Now, this is not an ordinary dime. The Mercury dime carries the face of liberty herself, crowned with wings symbolizing freedom of thought. Designed by the genius Adolphe Weinman, this coin's beauty alone has captured the admiration of collectors for generations. But beyond its beauty lies something far greater: rarity. This particular coin, the 1939 Mercury dime, without mint mark, comes alive with a story unlike any other. It has weathered history, survived circulation, and still carries its luster. Look closely, and you'll see unique black spotting on its surface, a natural patina that only makes it more distinguished, more commanding, more one-of-a-kind. Collectors don't see flaws here. They see personality, they see originality, and they see a coin that whispers, "I have lived through time, and I am still here." What makes this coin rare, let me tell you. While millions of Mercury dimes were struck, the 1939 Philadelphia issue without a mint mark was produced in much smaller survival numbers than most people realize. Decades of circulation wiped many from existence, and finding one today in collectible condition is like fishing for a diamond in a dark ocean. Now here's where the suspense becomes reality. The condition of this coin, though circulated, holds an undeniable charm. The design details, the history etched on its surface, the rarity of its survival, all of it combines into something that every serious collector in America is chasing. And yes, today's auction markets have spoken loudly. This exact treasure, a 1939 Mercury dime, without mint mark, black spots, circulated condition, has skyrocketed into the territory of $127,500. Yes, you heard me correctly. One single dime commanding a 6-figure price, more valuable than a chest of silver, more powerful than most people can even imagine holding in the palm of their hand. This isn't fiction. This isn't hype. This is the truth of the coin world in 2025. The value of this Mercury dime is increasing day by day, and experts agree that it is only going higher. Imagine holding one in your pocket. Imagine knowing that what you possess is not just money, it is a big treasure, a slice of American legacy, a financial weapon that can secure wealth for generations. That is the magic of the Mercury dime. Collectors around the nation, and even globally, fight fiercely to secure this coin whenever one surfaces in auctions. Why? Because they know, once it's gone, it might be gone forever. So here's my tip for every collector watching. If you ever stumble upon a 1939 Mercury dime without mint mark, no matter the condition, do not dismiss it. Examine it, protect it, and consider it a key to unlocking an entire future of wealth. These coins are rare, they are precious, and they are climbing the ladder of value faster than many gold pieces today. And in conclusion, let me say this. If you think coins are just pocket change, you are missing the greatest treasure hunt of our time. Every Mercury dime carries a secret. Some secrets are small, but coins like this, they carry the power to change lives. This is why Rare U.S. Coin Secrets exists, to bring you faithful, truthful, and newly updated insights every single day so that you never miss the chance to discover a treasure in your very own hand. Stay with me because the next Mercury dime on our list is even more jaw-dropping than this one. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Coin number 2. Now, coin hunters, buckle your seatbelts. Because if the first coin left you amazed, then the second coin on our journey will absolutely electrify you. We're stepping back in time to the year 1927. America's booming, the roaring 20s. Jazz fills the air, flappers are rewriting fashion, and the nation is racing toward modernity. But deep inside the minting presses of San Francisco, something extraordinary was created. The 1927 Mercury dime with the S mint mark. This isn't just another dime. No, this coin is a shining artifact of an era long gone. A tiny masterpiece struck in 90% silver and 10% copper. The S mint mark, tucked neatly on the reverse below the olive branch, instantly marks it as a child of San Francisco's mint, a facility known for producing coins in far fewer numbers than its Philadelphia counterpart. And that lower mintage, my friends, is where rarity begins. Let's talk about its look. The 1927 S Mercury dime often shows signs of heavy wear. But when you find one in very fine condition, with the details of Liberty's winged cap still sharp, and the fasces on the reverse holding its texture, then you are staring at a coin that collectors dream of owning. The coin we're discussing today? Oh, it is not only well preserved, but it has that beautiful look that makes the heart of every serious collector skip a beat. The design itself is breathtaking. Liberty's face, calm yet strong, symbolizes freedom of thought, while the fasces and olive branch on the reverse speak of both strength and peace, an eternal balance that resonates even today. Every detail carved by Weinman into this coin was not just art, it was a statement, and that statement has endured for nearly a century. But here's the real suspense. Why is this coin in such insane demand? Why do collectors from New York to California and even across oceans chase after it with fierce determination? It all comes down to rarity and survival. The San Francisco Mint's output was smaller, and the decades of circulation devoured most of these coins, leaving only a whisper of survivors in collectible grades. And when one surfaces in very fine condition like the one before us, it's as if a hidden relic has emerged from the shadows of history. Now let me hit you with the truth that makes this coin feel like a treasure chest in your pocket. The 1927 S Mercury dime, in very fine condition, has achieved mind-blowing results in the auction world. Its current market value stands tall at $165,500. That's not small change. That's not casual collecting. That is life-changing wealth concentrated into a single dime. And listen carefully. This isn't a value frozen in time. The value of this coin is rising day after day. Experts, historians, and seasoned collectors agree the trajectory of this Mercury dime is only going upward. If you hold one, you don't just have a coin, you have a fortune, a piece of American strength, and a relic that could one day be worth even more than you dare to imagine. Don't take my word as fantasy. This is reality, proven by auctions, confirmed by the market, and celebrated by the coin community across the world. Think about it, a dime once exchanged for groceries, for newspapers, for candy in the corner store. Today, that very same dime is a big money treasure, a once-in-a-lifetime discovery that could change your destiny. That is the raw power of coin collecting. So here's my collector's tip. If you're ever lucky enough to come across a 1927 S Mercury dime, don't overlook it. Even if it seems worn, even if the shine has dulled, examine it closely. The S mint mark could transform what looks like a simple silver coin into a jackpot. Protect it, grade it, and guard it like the rare jewel it truly is. And let me conclude by saying this. Every coin tells a story, but coins like the 1927 S Mercury dime don't just tell stories, they write legends. Owning one is like having a passport back to the roaring 20s, and at the same time, a golden ticket to a future of wealth and recognition. That's why I say again, our channel Rare US Coin Secrets is the place you can always trust. We are faithful, truthful, and bringing you newly updated treasures every single day, so you never miss the chance to uncover the coin that could make you part of history. And believe me when I say this, the next Mercury dime on our list will take this journey to an even higher level of excitement. You won't believe the treasure that's coming next. Stay tuned. Coin number 3. And now, my friends, prepare yourselves. Because the deeper we go into the world of Mercury dimes, the more thrilling, the more breathtaking this journey becomes. We've traveled through 1939 through 1927, and now we turn the clock back even further, all the way to the year 1918. Picture America in 1918, a country in the final turbulent moments of World War I. Young men were overseas, industry was booming, and the world was changing faster than anyone could imagine. Amid this era of sacrifice and resilience, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia struck one of the most significant coins of the early 20th century, the 1918 Mercury dime without a mint mark. A mint. This coin is not just a piece of silver. It is a living witness to history. Struck in 90% silver and 10% copper, this dime carries with it the spirit of a nation that was fighting for peace, for liberty, and for its place in the world. Designed by Adolph A. Weinman, the obverse features liberty wearing her winged cap, a symbol of freedom of thought, and the reverse displays the fasces wrapped with an olive branch, representing the strength of unity balanced with peace. But here's the twist. While many Mercury dimes were struck across different years, the 1918 Philadelphia issue without a mint mark has gained a reputation as one of the most elusive and treasured coins for collectors. Why? Because survival in higher conditions is painfully rare. These coins were used heavily in everyday life through the war, through the Roaring '20s, through the Great Depression, and decades of circulation have left very few in collectible states. Now imagine this, finding a 1918 Mercury dime in fine condition. You're not just holding a coin, you're holding a century-old artifact that escaped the fate of being melted down, worn away, or lost forever. Every line, every detail still visible on this piece makes it a treasure unlike anything else. Collectors know this coin is a prize, a gem, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and today the demand for it has exploded. The coin before us, in fine condition, has become so desirable that when it shows up at major auctions, bidding wars erupt. The energy in the room changes, collectors go silent, and the battle for ownership begins. Because everyone knows this is not just a dime. This is a financial weapon, a treasure chest, and a piece of American soul all in one. So, let me reveal the truth. The 1918 Mercury dime without mint mark, in fine condition, commands a staggering $176,500 in today's auction market. Yes, that's right, one single dime, worth the kind of money that could change your life overnight. This is no fantasy, no exaggeration. This is the absolute reality of the coin world right now. The value is soaring. The demand is fierce, and the appreciation of this treasure grows stronger with every passing day. Think about it. This dime once paid for a loaf of bread, a movie ticket, or a newspaper. But in today's market, that very same dime is worth more than piles of silver, more than chests of collectibles. It is a big treasure, a shining key to unimaginable wealth. And don't forget, its value is not stagnant. Experts and market watchers confirm the 1918 Mercury dime is climbing the ladder of worth faster than ever before. Hold on to it long enough, and its value will only multiply. Coins like these are not just investments, they are legacies, passed from one hand to another, each time carrying more power, more history, and more wealth. Now, let me give every collector watching this a tip. If you are searching coin rolls, if you're examining old collections, never ignore a Mercury dime. Flip it, check for the year, check for the mint mark. And if you ever see 1918 without a mint mark, stop everything. Protect it, grade it, and treat it like the treasure it truly is. Because once it's in your hands, you're holding something that the entire collector community is desperately chasing. And in conclusion, let me remind you, what we are seeing today is not just a market, it's a movement. Coins like the 1918 Mercury dime represent not just money, but history, art, freedom, and wealth, all pressed into a small silver disc. And here at Rare US Coin Secrets, we are faithful, truthful, and committed to bringing you these discoveries daily, so you never miss your chance to be part of this incredible treasure hunt. Stay right here because the next Mercury dime on our list is about to take us to even greater heights. You will not believe the treasure waiting in the next segment. Coin number 4. And now, my friends, the story grows even more thrilling. We've traveled through coins of war, coins of the Roaring '20s, and coins that carried America through uncertain times. But now we step right into the heart of World War II. The year is 1943, and the United States is fully engaged in the most decisive conflict the world has ever seen. Factories were roaring, soldiers were marching, and every resource of the nation was devoted to victory. Yet, in the middle of this era of steel and sacrifice, the U.S. Mint still found time to create a work of art in silver, the 1943 Mercury dime, with the D-Mint mark, struck in Denver. This coin is no ordinary dime. At first glance, you might see its small size and its modest look. But when you examine it closely, when you notice those unique black dots forming a natural aged patina, you realize that this dime carries with it the echoes of history. That patina isn't a flaw, it's a story, a fingerprint of time that makes this coin absolutely unique in the eyes of serious collectors. The composition, like all Mercury dimes, is 90% silver and 10% copper, a precious blend that even at the time spoke of value. But what truly sets this coin apart is the D-Mint mark on the reverse. Coins from Denver often had smaller mintages than their Philadelphia counterparts. And finding a survivor from 1943, in fine condition with distinctive character, is like uncovering a hidden relic from the battlefield of history. Imagine this coin traveling through the hands of Americans in the 1940s. Perhaps it bought a meal for a soldier's family or a newspaper announcing the progress of the war. Or maybe it simply circulated in quiet small-town America as the war raged overseas. Every mark, every spot, every trace of wear tells us this coin lived history. But here's where the suspense sharpens into treasure. The 1943 D Mercury dime in fine condition, with its black-dotted surface adding a truly one-of-a-kind look, is now in intense demand. Collectors know the wartime Mercury dimes are a finite treasure. Survivors are fewer every year, and coins with eye-catching originality like this one are chased fiercely. And today's auction market has spoken clearly. This coin right here commands an astounding $124,500. Yes, you heard me right. Over $124,000 for a dime. That is not pocket change, that is big treasure. The kind of treasure that can make you feel like you've struck gold just by holding a piece of silver. And let me be absolutely clear, this is not an exaggeration. The price is real, current, and climbing. The market value of this Mercury dime is rising day after day. Experts and collectors alike agree. Wartime issues like the 1943 D are poised to become even more valuable in the coming years. If you hold one, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding a fortune that grows while you sleep. Think about it, a dime that once bought candy in 1943 could now buy you a legacy. That is the true magic of numismatics. The power of history, rarity, and collector passion, transforming everyday objects into priceless treasures. So here's my tip for all collectors watching. Never underestimate the Mercury dimes from the 1940s. Flip them carefully, look for the mint marks, and study their surfaces. If you see a 1943 D with character, with originality, with fine details still visible, guard it. Protect it, because you may just be holding one of the most valuable treasures of the wartime era. And let me conclude by saying this. Coins like the 1943 D Mercury dime remind us that history is not locked away in books. It is alive, circulating through the smallest treasures we can hold in our hands. These dimes are not just coins. They are vessels of legacy. They are keys to wealth. And they are reminders of the power of America's past. Here at Rare U.S. Coin Secrets, we are proud to bring you the truth, the faith, and the newest updates every single day so that you never miss your chance to find a treasure like this. Stay tuned, because if you think the 1943 D Mercury dime was unbelievable, wait until you see the next Mercury dime we are about to reveal. The treasure only grows larger from here. Coin number 5. My friends, if you've been with me since the beginning of this video, you know we've already uncovered breathtaking treasures, coins worth more than most people ever dream of. But right now, we're about to step into the world of a Mercury dime that radiates charm, history, and raw value all at once. Let me introduce you to the 1929 Mercury dime with the D-Mint mark. The year is 1929 and America's at a crossroads. The roaring 20s are winding down. Jazz still fills the night air. Automobiles are reshaping the nation, and Wall Street is about to crash into one of the darkest periods in economic history, the Great Depression. In the middle of this uncertain time, the Denver Mint quietly struck a limited number of Mercury dimes, and among them was the 1929D. This coin is far more than silver. It is a time capsule from the last breath of America's prosperity before the world turned upside down. Holding it in your hand is like holding the pulse of 1929 itself, a mix of beauty, elegance, and a whisper of the hardships to come. The Mercury dime's design, created by the brilliant Adolph A. Weinman, is once again a triumph. Liberty's face, crowned with wings, shines as a beacon of freedom of thought, and the fasces wrapped with an olive branch on the reverse continue to symbolize strength and peace. But the D Mint mark tucked just beside the fasces changes everything. That small letter instantly sets this coin apart, marking it as a Denver rarity with fewer survivors and a higher demand. Let's talk about its condition. This particular 1929D shines with a beautiful look, a coin in fine condition, carrying details that still leap from the surface after nearly a century. The edges remain strong, Liberty's features are still alive, and the fasces still carries its texture. A Mercury dime in this state is nothing less than a masterpiece preserved against all odds. Now comes the truth that will send chills down your spine. The 1929D Mercury dime in fine condition is so highly coveted by collectors that when it appears in auction, sparks fly. Bidders push harder and harder because they know this coin is slipping further into the realm of legends. And today, its current market value is an extraordinary $160,500. Think about that. A dime struck in 1929, something once exchanged for a meal, a movie ticket, or a gallon of gas, is now worth well over $160,000. That is not just money, that is big treasure. That is fortune compressed into the palm of your hand. That is history transformed into wealth. And don't forget, this is not a price that's standing still. The market is alive, breathing, and this coin's value is climbing day after day. Collectors know it. Auction houses know it. And soon the world will know it even more. The truth is simple. Coins like the 1929D are treasures that will only get rarer, only get more valuable, and only grow in the desire of collectors across the globe. Here's my collector's tip for all of you watching. Whenever you're searching through Mercury dimes, pay special attention to the year 1929. Flip the coin, and if you see that small D mint mark, stop everything. Even in circulated condition, this coin is a jewel. In fine condition, like the one before us, it is nothing less than a passport to unimaginable wealth. Protect it, grade it, and understand you're holding history and treasure in your hands. So let me close this segment with a powerful reminder. The 1929D Mercury dime is not just a collectible, it is a symbol of endurance, beauty, and power. It tells the story of a nation at a turning point, and it rewards its owner with wealth beyond ordinary imagination. And remember, my channel Rare US Coin Secrets is here to faithfully and truthfully deliver you the newest discoveries every single day. Together, we are uncovering treasures the world thought were lost. Stay right here, because if you thought this was incredible, the final Mercury dime on our list is going to push this journey beyond all limits. You will not want to miss what comes next. Coin number 6. And now, my friends, we have arrived at the climax of today's journey. After traveling through the treasures of 1,939, 1,927, 1,918, 1,943, and 1,929, it is time to reveal one of the most breathtaking Mercury dimes of all time. This is a coin so rare, so beautiful, and so treasured that holding it feels like holding a key to another world. Let me proudly introduce the 1923 Mercury dime without mint mark. The year is 1923, and America is living in the heart of the roaring 20s. The nation is booming with prosperity, jazz is alive, skyscrapers are reaching for the sky, automobiles are reshaping the streets, and the stock market is running wild. In this glittering era of growth, the Philadelphia Mint produced the 1923 Mercury dime, a coin that today stands as one of the crown jewels of numismatic history. At first glance, you'll see its beautiful look, the kind of originality that collectors dream of. But look closer and you'll notice something more. Tiny black dots across the silver surface. And let me tell you, those dots are not flaws. They are proof of time. They are the natural patina that comes only after a century of survival. They whisper to you, this coin has lived, this coin has endured, and this coin has come through history to find you today. The design, once again, is Adolph A. Weinman's masterpiece. Liberty with her winged cap. Freedom of thought carved forever into silver. The face is on the reverse, strength wrapped with peace. Every line, every curve, every symbol speaks louder today than it did in 1923 because we now see it not just as art, but as treasure. But what makes this particular Mercury dime so rare? Here's the truth. The Philadelphia Mint may have struck many coins in 1923, but survival in fine condition is far from common. Decades of circulation devoured countless dimes, melting in wear, erased the details, and yet this one has survived. And not just survived, but thrived with beauty, character, and authenticity that collectors crave more than ever. And the market value? Brace yourself. The 1923 Mercury dime without mint mark, in fine condition, is today commanding a jaw-dropping $170,500. Yes, you heard me right. One small silver dime worth more than most people earn in years, standing as a big treasure. A fortune compressed into the size of your fingertip. And let me be absolutely clear, this isn't fantasy. This isn't fiction. This is truth. The value is current, real, and rising every single day. Every major auction confirms it. Every expert agrees. And every serious collector knows if you hold one, you're not just holding a coin. You're holding a treasure chest. You're holding a financial weapon. You're holding a fortune that grows stronger with time. Think about it for a moment. A dime that once bought candy, bread, or even a newspaper in 1923 is now worth over $170,000. That's not just collecting, that's destiny. That's treasure hunting at its finest. That's the very heartbeat of numismatics. So here's my collector's tip. When you search through Mercury dimes, never ignore the 1923 issue. Flip the coin, check the surface, and look for that absence of a mint mark, because that means Philadelphia. And if it carries that fine conditioned beauty with black dots of originality, protect it with your life. You are holding wealth, history, and a treasure that the entire coin collecting world is chasing. And let me close this incredible journey with a powerful thought. The 1923 Mercury dime without mint mark is not just a coin. It is a monument to history, a rare treasure of American legacy, and a fortune waiting in your hands. If you own one, you don't just have money. You have a treasure chest, a fortune that grows while you sleep, and a legacy that will outlive us all. And this is why I say with pride that Rare U.S. Coin Secrets is the most faithful, truthful, and newly updated channel you can rely on every single day. We bring you the treasures that others only dream of, and we keep you one step ahead in the hunt for America's rarest and most valuable coins. Stay with me, because this journey doesn't end here. Every day brings new discoveries, new treasures, and new chances for you to uncover wealth beyond imagination. Together, we are not just collectors. We are treasure hunters, guardians of history, and seekers of fortune.